This is what I like to call the Photosynthesis CHAD Lab. We call it that because it rhymes, it's funny, and those little green discs I made with a hole puncher, and when you punch paper and get those little things, they're called chads. So I didn't punch paper, I punched arugula. You can see the arugula on my counter, and I made little discs of arugula. The beaker that you see has water and bicarbonate solution, or bicarbonate. So when you mix baking soda and water, you make a bicarbonate solution. It has some carbon in it. Um, so what I've done is I put the chads in a syringe, and now I'm sucking up some of the bicarbonate solution into the syringe. We're doing this so that we can see some photosynthesis happen. So now I'm going to try to get the excess air and the excess air out of the syringe. So you can see there's some air on the top there. I'm just going to squeeze it out. It's not in view right now. Apologies. I'm totally a rookie when it comes to this, but I'll come back. So I'm going to squeeze out the extra air. And then I'm going to attempt to make a suction, which you'll see in a minute by just covering it with my finger and pulling the syringe back. So I create a suction. And I'm doing this so that I get all the air out of the arugula chads. I don't want any air in them. Once all the air is out of my arugula chads, they will sink when I hold the syringe upright. So you can see some of them have sunk already, but not all of them. So I'm going to go back and do it again. You can see all the little air bubbles are going to gather. I'm trying to get rid of them by pulling back with my left hand. When I let go, a little air will come out of the top. Hopefully I'll give you a good view again. And you can see they've sunk. So now I have arugula, which can photosynthesize, little discs of arugula that have no air in them anymore. Because when plants are just kind of hanging out, there's like little pockets of air in some of their open cells. And I'm going to dump my arugula chads into my water and baking soda. And they should sink. If you were doing this on your own, you'd put like 20 or so in there. You wait for them all to sink, and now I'm going to transport them to the window where some sunlight will hit them. I'll try to set up a timer for you guys, and we will watch and see what happens.
Okay, so here's the beaker a little closer to a window, and nothing really happened. So I just edited the video so you could see we're almost at 4 minutes. And all the little arugula chads are sitting on the bottom. Right here, maybe you can see on the right, there's one that's started to go up and float. It's a little white on the bottom because of the baking soda. So by about 5 or 6 minutes, one of them had gone up. I was trying to get better light for you guys. I apologize. You can see how the chads kind of stand up when they are close to moving to the top. So some are laying flat on the bottom of the beaker right now, and others are kind of upright and standing. So here you can almost see one way on the right, which I think will start to move. And in a second, I'm going to try to turn the beaker a little bit so that you can get a better angle. And as a result, a bunch of them conveniently float up to the top, which is totally fine and not altering the experiment at all. So you can see those guys just kind of go right up. So what we want to think about science-wise is what's happening, right? So how come when our plants with chloroplasts in them are in a solution of water and bicarbonate solution, the baking soda, and put in sunlight, they'll eventually rise to the top and float.